She created an intersection between creepy anime girls, VTubers, and the backrooms, and that's her identity. Over 92% of VTubers who debut are completely inactive within 6 months. I've tracked this, and when you look at why they quit, I've noticed that every single VTuber who succeeded had a solid niche, while the ones who didn't failed. So today, I'm going to provide a real step-by-step breakdown of how to find your niche. Stay until the end of the video because the last thing I say is the piece that most people skip, and it's the reason everything else either works or doesn't. The advice I hear constantly sounds like this. Pick a content type. Be a cozy VTuber or a gaming VTuber or an educational VTuber. Just find a box and climb in. But that's so incomplete that following it alone will kill your channel. And content type is the last thing you should be deciding, not the very first. A lot of VTubers tend to sell their identity as the entire product. For example, Ironmouse and Neurosama's audiences show up because of who they are. Their personalities and voice and authenticity, the intersection of all of that is what make them irreplaceable, not the category. But it's a little bit different for most indie VTubers. You can't very easily sell your personality in such a saturated field anymore. Over the years, everything's changed, so we have to reframe our outlook. From now on, let's learn this new mindset. VTuber is a format now, not a niche. Using a live 2D avatar is a tool in the same way a camera is a tool. The camera doesn't tell you what to make, and neither does the model. What actually builds a real career is finding your intersection. And before I break down exactly how to find yours, hi, I'm waffobean. I draw and drag live 2D models professionally. I've been behind the curtain on hundreds of VTuber builds, and I've watched firsthand what happens when someone launches with everything aesthetically perfect, but nothing strategically grounded. The pattern repeats itself constantly. So what I'm going to give you is based on real pattern recognition, not theory. Let's talk about the intersection. It has 3 layers, and you need every single one of them. Layer 1 is your unreplicable skill. From now on, that's the baseline, not just a differentiator. Most people consider this to be a brand. Think of Simple as an example. She created an intersection between creepy anime girls, VTubers, and the backrooms, and that's her identity. Take a moment to write down every single thing you enjoy doing, all of your hobbies, the games you like to play, your interests, all of the specific parts of your personality that feel irreplaceable, and just write it down. And I mean this seriously, because if you're too lazy to grab a piece of paper or even just start typing in the comment section about all of your thoughts and ideas right now, then being a VTuber might not be for you. Just do it. Just write it in the comments. I promise it helps to just write everything down immediately. Layer 2 is your content personality. Not your avatar's lore persona, but your actual personality. How do you naturally talk about things? Are you someone who gets obsessive about data and wants to break down why things work? Or do you turn everything into a story or a joke? Are you the type of person in the room who spotted the drama before everyone else did? Your format lives in that answer. I personally feel like everyone around me calls me shy and quiet, and I've always felt like that is the absolute worst personality to have defaultly. So I use that as leverage and build upon it. If I wear dark clothes all the time and act so quiet that it's creepy, then I might as well become a stereotypical emo girl. And that sort of reframe has helped me through so many different situations, and it's given me so much confidence. I promise you can build upon yourself if you really think it through and use the creativity in your heart. Even if you do feel quiet and shy, there are so many ways around it to be a streamer. Layer 3 is the underserved audience, and I think this is one of the most important parts. There is still room in VTubing right now. The market is still growing rapidly, but most creators pile into the same 5 categories: gaming, singing, cozy art streams. Meanwhile, things like finance, legal breakdowns, cooking, education, these audiences are overflowing, and there's basically zero competition at the VTuber format level. Not because the audiences don't exist, but because nobody's actually gone there seriously yet. So have you written down all of your thoughts and ideas yet? Your niche lives where those 3 layers overlap, not where any of those single interests sit alone. If you were able to write down your ideas in the comments, post it right now, and if you're still figuring it out, drop 3 purple hearts. And feel free to ask questions or give out ideas so maybe me or other commenters can respond and help you out. Think about it. Most VTubers who say they've never found their niche actually did know what their intersection was. They just didn't trust it. They watered it down because it felt too specific or weird or too small. They were scared no one would care about their exact things, so they softened it into something generic, and then they became invisible. It doesn't work like that. Have confidence in yourself. The VTuber market doesn't have a saturation problem or a competitive problem. It has a differentiation problem. There is room for the person who goes deep instead of wide. There is room for the specific irreplaceable thing that only you can do. The whole history of this industry is full of creators who bet on their intersection before anyone else believed in it, and they won. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It genuinely helps this kind of content reach the people who need it. And if you want to support me personally, I have a Patreon. If you support me, you'd be able to download this VTuber model that I'm using right now, as well as all of the other VTuber models I've ever made for myself, including an entirely free VTuber. Thank you so much to my patrons: Means Relaznia, Ren Yorha, Artazahari, Jane Foxy, Stephen Oliviero, Darkato Bean, Rethner, Tara Lovechild, Catalogs and Awesome, Lucy Boo, Doc Scalawag, Meowlinia, Shigaramochi, Houdini, and Uncle Six. Please don't forget to join the Discord and have a tasty snack. Bye!